Whether you're at home or out and about, this is the latest Punjabi music, hints and tips to keep us thinking about exercising. If you're thinking, we don't have to show off all the time, but Punjabi music makes me want to move, then I see you and I'm here for you. Welcome to Think Bhangra. I'm excited to bring to you this new format for Think Bhangra. This will be a video that goes on YouTube, but also published as a podcast on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and I think it'll serve to some other places where you might listen to podcasts. So it's my hope that you find this interesting and it's a podcast you'll be prepared to listen to. I hope to get this to a point where I make a podcast like this and a video cast like this every week. But I need your contribution. I need you to tell me, what do you want to hear about? What do you want to know about? For me, the mission of this is to encourage you to think about Bhangra. It's so easy to stumble across a few videos and say, oh, I'm committed. I want to exercise like this. I'm really going to enjoy this. But then after a certain amount of time, the enthusiasm wanes and you need reminders, you need reasons for why it's important to exercise. So that's what this Think Bhangra is all about. It's about thinking about Bhangra. Spelled the way I spell it, Pungra, the organisation I've created, which is exercise to Punjabi music, which, as many of you have already figured out as you're listening, as you're working out to some of the videos, it's not conventional, what's called conventional performing Bhangra. Conventional performing Bhangra is about, the intention is to impress an audience. This, what I've created, is very much at the heart of it is about exercising for yourself. It's not about learning moves to do at a wedding. It's not about putting on an outfit and impressing an audience. None of that applies here. You do your exercise and you forget about it. Either that means you come to a class and you just go home, or you do your exercise and you carry on cooking or whatever, playing with the children, whatever it might be. So that's the important distinction that it was an idea that I came up with many years ago. And at first it was seen as very odd, and still today people think that's a bit strange. Like, will you come and perform at my so-and-so's wedding? And when I say no, I don't do that, they find that not only strange, but sometimes like an insult, like I'm telling them something that goes against something they understand. And I didn't create that in their mind, what Bhangra should be. They formed that of their own accord. So I'm hoping that you understand that this type of Bhangra, the one I've created spelled Pungra, appeals to a certain type of person. And in my opinion, a larger group of people than the performing Bhangra. Performing Bhangra is for the people that, they want to learn moves, they want to be on stage, they want to be dancers, they want to be good at it, and they want people to look at them. They want to make people happy through performing, and they want people to sit and watch them or stand and watch them, whatever it might be. This, what I've created and what you're listening to and what many of you I'm sure are fans of, is not about that. It's about, how do I get my exercise? I have no intention of being a dancer. I do other things with my life. There's nothing that appeals to you, like to me, there's nothing that appeals to me about being on a stage and performing. And so this is the silent voice. Most of Bhangra is dominated by performers and what I like to say, the show business or show-off business. Whereas this exercise business is a small volume. The noise made is quite low. So I need your help. I need your help to raise the profile of, come on, we need more people thinking about exercise, not so much thinking about performing, that dominant narrative voice. So I hope you agree with me. I hope you think, yeah, he's right. And for this reason, that's why I launched the donorship program. So you're now welcome to come and donate if you think what I'm doing is really good and you want to see the videos get better and you want to help make these videos reach more and more people, so we can say, come on, exercise, you're going to enjoy this, and you can do them in your living room. But then what I hope will happen is sometime after all these lockdowns are over around the world, people will watch these videos and say, oh, I want to teach like this. Not like I don't want people to come to my class and show off. I want to teach like this with proper warm-up, proper cool-down, all these sorts of things. So that's why growing the YouTube channel is so important. So I hope you'll become a donor. All the details are on bhangra.fit. And I'm really happy to say at the end of May today, it's coming to the end of May, the target of 100% target that I want to achieve for the donors by the end of the year has got to 20%. So we're a fifth of the way there. And it's my hope that by creating videos like this, but then also the workout videos as they start to come out, which I think will be middle of June, that I'll remind people, come become a donor. And then it's all the donors that help make Bhangra exist and make Bhangra, what we do, the exercise version, reach more people. So let's get on to the first thing that I want to share with you. I found this article. It says, exercise, bring this up here, exercise partly reverses a fatty diet, but only if you work out in the evening. This is quite a surprise to me. It was on Yahoo News. It says many people start their day with a morning exercise class, a jog or a trip to the gym, but new research suggests evening workouts may bring about more potent health benefits. And I don't know if the article explains very well what is it about the evening that makes things different to the morning, but I found that really interesting. So, you know, I was about to say at the end of the day, which is very relevant to this point, if you can choose between a morning workout and an evening workout, if you've got that freedom, then why not choose an evening workout if the science says that that's the better time to work out? I know many people who struggle with this. I struggle with this because by the time the evening comes, my day has disappeared. Like by the time I'm eating and, you know, doing a bit of tidying up and all of what comes with that, it's quite difficult to work out in the evening. So for me, morning would always be better, just to try and fit it into my day and make it work. So, but now that I know that evening will bring about more benefits, I might change my my thoughts about that. Let me introduce you to a new song. It's by Amrit Mann. It's called Bapu. Bapu means loosely meaning father. Really nice video, nice mellow song. And I just want to remind you as you're listening to this, that when people say to me, Bhangra is a certain type of music, I want to show you that what we focus on is Punjabi music. So this is an example of Punjabi music. You'll see that it's not a dancey track. And if using this during a workout, it'll probably be nice to listen to during cool down or stretching. So I hope you like it.
सुर्ग दा झूटा लेके वापस आउणा मैं सुर्ग दा झूटा लेके वापस आउणा मैं तेरी पग दी पूनी बापू जदों कराउणा मैं तेरी पग दी पूनी बापू जदों कराउणा मैं तेरे हुंदे टेढ़ा टेढ़ा जट नूं कौण चाकू मेरी उम्र तैनू लग जावे जिउंदा रह बापू मेरी उम्र तैनू लग जावे जिउंदा रह बापू जन्नत तेरे पैर दी मिट्टी हो गई है जन्नत तेरे पैर दी मिट्टी हो गई है मेरे फिकरां विच तेरी दाढ़ी चिट्टी हो गई है तेरा पुत तेरे एहसान नूं दस दे किंज मापू मेरी उम्र तैनू लग जावे जिउंदा रह बापू मेरी उम्र तैनू लग जावे जिउंदा रह बापू तेरे मुड़के विचों खुशियां दा दर सेक्या मैं तेरे मुड़के विचों खुशियां दा दर सेक्या मैं तैथों चोरी तेरा कुर्ता पाके वेख्या मैं सच्ची तेरे बाजों सुना सुना जग जापू मेरी उम्र तैनू लग जावे जिउंदा रह बापू मेरी उम्र तैनू लग जावे जिउंदा रह बापू
So that was Bapu by Amrit Mann, brand new song. You know, Amrit Mann makes a lot of these dancey numbers, and so it's nice to see him doing something different. I'm really a big fan of Amrit Mann. I use his music quite a lot in our workouts. So let me take you on to this next article, the third thing I want to share with you today. The article title is Narcissistic Individuals Might Be at Higher Risk of Exercise Addiction Because of Their Focus on Outperforming Others, studies suggest. And this is in the Sci Post. Now, if you're not familiar with the term narcissist, Yeah, and many people I speak to, they are familiar with a narcissist, and they think of a narcissist as someone you should, keep your distance from. And okay, I have a slightly different opinion. I think we should spend less time, most of us, should spend less time poking at narcissists and saying, you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist. And we should spend more time not reinforcing narcissistic behaviors in our children and adults as they become. So for example, the obvious example of how to avoid this is Instagram culture. And this is why I don't use Instagram. Instagram culture to me is that, someone shared a pretty picture, double click. Someone shared a pretty picture, double click. So what do you think is going to happen? If we keep doing that. Someone shared, look how good a dancer I am, double click, double click. What do you think is going to happen? The answer is that that's how they're going to see their self-worth. I've got to look good. I've got to dance good. All these sorts of things. And these people are more likely to become addicted to exercise. And I just want to touch on this, that, most people in the exercise world, I'm talking about personal trainers, the way that they promote their services, which I think is bad, but no one calls it out, is, look, come to me and you'll build big muscles and look how much fat you'll lose and all of that. And I'm sure part of your brain's going, what's wrong with that? That's what personal trainers do. There is something wrong with it, because it's looking at health on a visual level, on a surface level. Like these people whose muscles have grown and their fat has gone down, has their energy gone up? Has their health gone up? Has the white in their eyes gone up? These are the sorts of things we don't spend a lot of time talking about. And the one big one is, after these people have done their transformation, their fitness transformation for weeks, months, or years, or whatever it is, have they changed anything? Or do they just go back? Like, have they taken their photos of their before and after, and then do they just go back into the old habits and just become the same person they were before? If they do, then they've just wasted their money entirely. So I encourage all people in the exercise world out there to spend less time. And don't get me wrong, it's important. Obviously, you can see the difference between a healthy person and a non-healthy person by looking at them. But we should spend more time looking at a higher level of evaluation, not just, got a bit more muscle, got a bit more six-pack, got a bigger bum, or whatever it is. Look better in Gymshark clothes, or whatever it is. We should look higher at that. So how is the person feeling on a health level? How is their breathing? And the ultimate measure, in my opinion, if you're to ask me a metric, is VO2 max. So this is why I encourage people that get involved with Bhangra from an exercise point of view. Measure your VO2 max. By the way, a lot of these bands measure this now. So this is a Fitbit. I think the Apple Watch measures it, and you can get devices which measure the blood saturation in your fingers. To me, you should be focused on, above all, VO2 max. Like, everything else will come secondary. You'll lose weight, you'll build muscle, all those things. They'll all come secondary, tertiary, all of that. And if I shared with you pictures of VO2 max, like before and VO2 max after on Instagram, no one's going to be interested. No one's going to be, double click, this is really interesting. They're more interested in seeing people half naked with all their muscles hanging out, or whatever it might be. So the point I'm making is that you can change that, right? So do you spend your time looking on Instagram or Facebook looking for pretty pictures and go, beautiful? Or do you look for results? So I encourage you to think more about results, and VO2 max being the most important result. And loosely speaking, VO2 max, if you're not sure what it is, it's your body's ability to get oxygen into the blood cells. And it's improved through better eating, better sleeping, better exercise. So VO2 max, make it the sovereign of all of our measures for exercise. I really believe that. So let me introduce you to another song. Absolutely love this song by, not my real brother from another mother, Himmat Sandhu. And I can't pronounce it, even I'm struggling with it. It's because I've never seen this word before. And I think it's like Bedariya. I'm not 100% sure. If you know, like, what does that mean? I've listened to the song a couple of times, but I'm so caught up in the music, because the music is amazing. I'm not listening to the lyrics. Music is absolutely amazing. Check out this song from Himmat Sandhu.
ਫੜ ਕੇ ਵਕਤ ਖੜਾ ਕਰ ਜੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਹਾਰਟ शौकीन है फ्रूट दी मैं भी किल्लियां च बाग लाए ने ओ भी रफ जी ड्राइविंग दी फैन है असी टोजना च सिंग डाए ने बिना पूछा वाले रोट जट रखदा ओ भी फिरदी है पग पालदी अख पालदी कुड़ी दी पहरेदारियां मुੱਛ जट दी मरोड़ा पालदी अख पालदी कुड़ी दी पहरेदारियां मुੱਛ जट दी मरोड़ा पालदी
So there you go. I want to share with you one last article, which is kind of obvious, but until someone points it out to you, maybe we don't think about it. It was shared on the BBC, and it says the daily 30-minute workout may not benefit everyone. So this idea of giving everyone the same, 30 minutes every day workout may not benefit everyone. It's obvious, isn't it? Because if you're like me, I stand all day. It's very rare that I'm sitting down like this. I stand all day at a desk. But I know many people who sit down all day. So should 30 minutes benefit me in the same way as it benefits them? Probably not. So that's what this article is talking about. And it's given a guide. It says for every hour that you are seated every day, you should spend 3 minutes exercising. So if you're seated for 8 hours, 8 times 3. In my case, I'm seated for maybe 45 minutes a day. So I figure out my number from that. So that's an interesting guide. So think about how long you're seated every day. Take every hour, times it by 3, and that's how many minutes this article recommends you should be exercising. I hope that's encouraged you to think about Bhangra and think about what we're doing here. I hope you like this new format. I'm looking forward to your comments. Interact with me, especially on Telegram. So if you'll come and join Telegram, it's a wonderful place to interact and learn new things. And you might be thinking, oh, I've got to use Telegram and WhatsApp and Facebook. Get on Facebook and WhatsApp. It's going to cause you all sorts of issues. They're scanning you, they're monitoring you, but Telegram apparently is not. So I trust it for now. Come and join us on Telegram, interact on there. And I hope you've enjoyed this session of Think Bhangra. Till next time. Whether you're at home or out and about, this is the latest Punjabi music, hints and tips to keep us thinking about exercising. If you're thinking, we don't have to show off all the time, but Punjabi music makes me want to move, then I see you and I'm here for you. Welcome to Think Bhangra.